Have you ever been in an argument over a memory? You're absolutely certain you remember it one way, and they remember it completely differently? Well, today, we're going to dive into something deeply unsettling. The idea that some of your most vivid, most important memories might be complete fictions.
So let me ask you, right now, think of a cherished childhood memory. Something you can see, hear, and feel in your mind's eye. How sure are you? 100% sure that it happened exactly the way you remember it.
Because here's the stark, uncomfortable truth that science has brought to light. Your brain is right now inventing memories of things that never happened. And get this, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's part of its fundamental design.
Now, this isn't just some weird little quirk of the mind. It has a name. It's called the false memory effect. It's this bizarre phenomenon where our minds create, twist, and then confidently present fictions to us as if they were fact. So how does our own mind become such an unreliable narrator? Let's peel back the layers.
First things first, we need to understand the architect behind all this, your brain, and the very strange way it goes about building your past.
Most of us tend to think of our memory like a video camera, just accurately recording an event and we can play it back perfectly. But that's not even close to what's happening. It's more like a storyteller, creatively piecing together a narrative from scattered clues every single time you try to remember something.
See, your brain doesn't store a complete event like a video file. Instead, it holds onto fragments, little bits and pieces. Things like the emotion you felt, maybe a few key details, the general context of what was happening, and the personal meaning you gave it. It's all just a mosaic of scattered pieces.
And this is the crucial part. Every time you access a memory, your brain rebuilds it from those fragments. It's like a brand new performance. And in that reconstruction process, well, that's when things can get weird. Details can be changed, they can be added, or they can be lost entirely. This is the exact moment a false memory is born.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, a few minor details get fuzzy, what's the big deal? But what if I told you that a complete, complex memory could be planted in your mind? The evidence for this is frankly unsettling.
We're going to look at a famous and kind of creepy experiment from the 90s run by the psychologist Elizabeth Loftus. It's a landmark study that really pulls back the curtain on just how fragile our past really is.
Here's how it worked. Researchers just casually told participants a completely fake story about them getting lost in a shopping mall as a kid. That's it. They just planted a tiny seed. After a little time passed, a huge chunk of these people didn't just start to believe the story was real. They started adding their own vivid details, describing the kind old man who found them or the specific toys they were looking at, all from an event that never happened.
And here's the most disturbing part of all. It didn't take fake photographs. It didn't take elaborate deception. All it took to create a detailed emotional memory was a simple suggestion. And this leads us to the most dangerous aspect of false memories. It's not just that they exist. It's that we believe them with an absolute, unshakable certainty. Brain scans have shown us something unbelievable. When you recall a false memory, the exact same parts of your brain light up as when you recall a true one. To your brain, and therefore to you, the feeling is identical. There is no internal alarm system that goes off to tell you, hey, this one's fake. And here is the ultimate paradox. You would think your most emotional memories, right? The ones that feel burned into your mind forever, you'd think those are the most accurate. But the truth is the exact opposite. Intense emotion can act like a kind of superglue, cementing fictions into what feels like undeniable fact. So let this one sink in for a minute. The confidence you feel about a memory, that gut-level feeling of certainty, has absolutely zero correlation with its accuracy. You can be 100% sure about something that never, ever happened.
And look, this isn't just some trivial mind game. This cognitive flaw has devastating real-world consequences. It sends innocent people to prison because of confident but completely wrong eyewitnesses. It fuels those bitter family arguments that can tear people apart. It even shapes our entire understanding of our own childhoods and our traumas.
But it's really important to understand this. Your brain isn't being malicious. It's not trying to trick you. It's just a storyteller, desperately trying to create a coherent narrative out of a messy, incomplete pile of data. The false memories are just a side effect of that beautiful and flawed creative process.
So where does that leave us? Well, we're left with the ghosts of events that never were, haunting the hallways of our minds.
And that brings us to the final, haunting question. If your memory is just a story that your brain tells itself, a story that changes a little bit with every single telling, then which parts of your own life, your own identity, are fiction? Which of your most cherished moments, the ones that literally define who you are, aren't real at all?